UVA is back home this week to take on nationally ranked Lenoir-Rhyne. Coach, a big game with the Bears, and it's a squad you're very familiar with. Their head coach was at Notre Dame. We're in the Mountain East. He's now at Lenoir-Rhyne, and it's a team you beat last year. Your impressions and thoughts on this Lenoir-Rhyne squad?
They're just, I think a Mike Jacob coach football team. They're going to line up, try to run football at us. Be very, very multiple what they do offensively and defensively. They're going to line up, play their stuff, and let their kids run to the football. So they're a good team. I think they're ranked 19th for a reason. So we'll definitely have our work cut out for us.
You talked about running the football from the Lenoir-Rhyne perspective. Your teams had trouble stopping the run, and you've had guys in position just not wrapped up, made the tackle. What have you guys worked on this week to make sure you're getting these ball carriers to the ground and sealing the deal defensively?
Tackling. It's just, sometimes I think that, I think you either tackle or you don't. I don't know that you can take a college kid and teach them how to tackle. They've got to get their shoulder on the guy with their head up and, get wrapped around and get him to the ground. And it doesn't have to be pretty. It just has to be effective to get it down. I know Coach White and his staff spend a whole lot of time teaching and talking, and we spend a whole lot of time on tackling. It's funny. One week we do it, the next week we don't, because I thought we tackled incredibly well against Barton. This past week we didn't tackle too well.
Well, they racked up a lot of yards last week, and a reason they had the opportunity to rack up a lot of yards was your punter, Drew Vermillion, with a career-high 6 punts inside the 20-yard line last week. Talk about the importance of that, and going into this week's game, if you have to punt the football, making the Bears go the long field.
Drew's been good his whole career here. He does a really good job. I think our punt team as a whole has done a great job. The crazy thing about it is Drew's not having to punt it very far because we move the ball really well to the plus 40, and then that's where we struggle to do anything after. So our punt team, I think, has done a fantastic job. I'd like to see them on the field a whole lot less than they have been, but we got to score touchdowns.
Well, you led me right into my next question. We talked about sealing the deal defensively by wrapping up and tackling. Offensively, you said it. You're moving the ball between the 30s. You're getting down close to the red zone. What have you guys tried to do here to make sure you're getting points on the boards on these drives, not stalling out, just outside of field goal range?
Well, I think it's execution. That's I tell our kids all the time, the best call played poorly executed never works. And the worst call played 100% executed works every time. We've just got to execute better. I think there's times we need to be more patient and need to examine with what we're doing. But moving the football has not been the issue. We're number one in the conference in first downs, which is crazy when you look where we are in points. Those should go hand in hand, but it's we've kind of flipped the script, and it's really weird. So we got to continue to hand the ball off and let Javon and Jacoby, and we'll have Julian Edwards back this week, which will be a big one. I thought Caleb Grant ran the ball really well against Limestone. So when we have open receivers, we got to hit them, and when they're open and we hit them, they got to catch it. And we just got to execute. It's all an execution thing. Just like John McKay said. What do you think of your offense's execution? He said, I'm in favor of it. And we're just not executing.
Well, Coach, let's hope we execute this week and play well against Lenoir-Rhyne. Fans, you can watch the game live on Flow Sports or listen on 93.5 WAXM.com. Good luck.
Thanks, Darryl. I appreciate you, buddy.